you go, Joel. Start out with a tasty beverage. Is a great way, to talk about Instagram stories and social media. Jersey Joe here, eye on the box over there. And all right, we're coming to you on Periscope, coming to you live on Twitter, those of you that follow us, and also available on YouTube a little later. But the question for this edition of The Brew is Instagram stories. Do you use them? Are you a fan? Are they worth it? Or are they just another piece of social media that you don't need? We got a variety of opinions on this one, and it's both good and bad, but we want to know what you think, and the poll will tell all at the end of the show. Joel is very active on Instagram. I am for the most part, but Instagram stories, everybody knows that little thing that goes with it. You kind of just put up more pictures and stuff. But Joel, what's your deal? Are you all about the Instagram stories?
I like them overall, but I kind of have mixed emotions on them. They're kind of corny. I don't like shit that goes away. Like I like the regular posts on Instagram are great, but I do like that it gets people active. That's one thing that I've noticed. Like if someone doesn't want to make a post, they're more active on stories. So it's got its pros and its cons.
I'm kind of with you the same way. I use Instagram, but Instagram stories for me, I'm going to say is probably like the D version of social media. Like I don't make a lot of effort to put things on Instagram stories like I do on the actual Instagram. And I totally agree with you. I don't like the fact that it goes away after 24 hours. Like the things I put on social media, I'm out there because I want it to be part of my life or part of the conversation. I want it to stick around. Whereas, yeah, they go away. I mean, and to me, it doesn't feel like as much effort goes into an Instagram stories post.
That's true too, yeah.
And the other thing is too, what I don't like about it, look, Instagram is about photos, and you have Instagram TV, what you can also watch The Brew on here is, it's almost TV, but Instagram stories, like, I don't like the blasting music on it. It seems like everybody likes to put either blasting music or a band or somebody screaming or somebody, things.
You.
And I know you do it, but the problem with that is, to be completely honest, like now I don't check it when I'm at work because I don't know how many times I would click on it, and I know my phone's on vibrate, the audio's so up, and like got blasting music everywhere. And in an office setting like where I'm at, everybody can hear that. So that's one factor. I don't like that feature about it. I think Instagram should be for photos, not audio. I know you disagree with me though.
I mean, the posts are cool with audio. Again,
they are, but again, I want Instagram more for photos. That's initially what it was meant for. It was meant for artistic photos. Yes, I know I put some video out there too. Like I said, you can watch the Brew things on there. I guess the big point I'm making is when you do get on those things, you got to remember like mute the audio. And number two, I got one second point that I know you're going to agree with. When you put photos of your children on Instagram or social media, one picture is good, two pictures are good, 27 of them at one time are not. And a lot of people that I follow love to put 27 pictures of their kids on there at once. And you've commented about that before.
Yeah, I'm luckily I don't have anybody that's that obnoxious and completely socially unaware that I follow on Instagram. But yeah, that's pretty. They're spamming up the timeline. We need to see somebody else's post here.
Well, we got lots of your comments on social media. So let's get to them right now. Speaking of social media, so our Instagram stories worth it. Starman says, "Do we need more social media?" Cool. James McLaughlin says, "No. What is the point when it's the same thing as Snapchat?" He does have a point. Like, it is basically ripping off Snapchat. That's the point.
Right. That's what they did. That was their whole thing. They made they initially made 15-second videos that you could put on there. They're ripping off Vine. Then when they put stories on there, they're ripping off Snapchat. They killed Vine. Mm-hmm. Vine died from it. Snapchat survived, but it's taken major hits popularity.
More your comments right now because Von Moshanki's writes in and says, "Yes, but I am tired of seeing the same basic chicks lip syncing on them." Well, that's also where you can kind of compare it to TikTok a little bit, where it is the very short videos of, kind of the same deal as posting 27 pictures of your kids.
Yeah, and that pops up. I follow, unfortunately, that pops up on mine occasionally, so I know that feeling too well. It's like you immediately, once you figure out it's TikTok, you're out of it. You're like, nope, swipe.
Rock for Guitar writes in and says, "Social media is a toxic poison unleashed upon modern man, stupefying the masses and creating mass anxiety and wreckage in its wake. I've only Instagram, and even this platform is questionable in its usefulness and integrity. People, destroy the cell phones. We'll all be better off." The interesting point on around Rock for Guitar is it took him to actually get on social media to comment and complain about social media.
Right. Yeah. And by the way, social media is what you make it. So whether it's negative or positive, it's totally up to you. That's all a you creation. You own that.
because that's exactly it. You make it what it is, and if you don't like it, you can close it. You know, you can get off of it for a weekend. You can walk away from it. You know what? It's up to you. You can mute feeds too. I mean, you make that experience what you want, and you know it's your social media. So if you want to post to Instagram stories, fine. You put on there what you want. Just don't be surprised though when the masses start skipping past some of your things that your lesser quality posts. And here comes the poll, because when I put the poll on social media, do you use Instagram stories? Well, I shouldn't even put the poll out because it's 50-50. 50-50, no, yes. So the poll this time usually solves the problem. This time it did nothing. Are you surprised it came up 50-50?
Considering they're your followers, not really, but everybody uses Instagram stories, like my age and younger. It's just, everybody does. It's a younger thing.
I mean, there's even short TV programs on there now that you can watch too. So, it's out there. NBC News has a little mini newscast on there now. They're working on trying to make little, quick little sitcoms on there. So, it is another viable piece of social media. It's up to you how you use it and consume it, just like any other content. But the best content out there is by you clicking that like or subscribe button down below, because there's 4 great web shows right here on the Big Jersey 050 YouTube channel, including the brand new Captious and Spin the Win game show where you can win an Amazon gift card. All by spinning a wheel with the funniest comment on a picture. All these great web shows right here each and every week. And you know what? The only thing for social media is we always have to say, and that's how Joel and I met all those years ago, and that's how we became so tight. So it can be a beneficial thing after all.
That's right.
And by the way, Joel's dog is a champion of Twitter. He does quite the things. To follow him at Joel's pup. Crispin loves to get on there and just go ahead and tweet away, except when he is laying in his bed there like that and doing absolutely nothing except going after his lipstick. So there you go. Josie Joe here. Eye on the box over there. Crispin in his bed saying thanks for watching. See you next time, I hope.